Hi there, this is Stuart Fensterheim, the Couples Expert. This is episode 86 of the Couples Expert Podcast. Welcome again to this journey of mine, which is to help couples really have a wonderful, exciting relationship. And this episode, more than any, is going to be about taking your relationship from a good relationship to a really fun and exciting one. What we're going to be talking about today is really helping you have a relationship that feels brand new and fun. No matter how long you've been together or what your age is or how old you are, you can keep your relationship new and fun. Today I'm going to talk all about how to do this. It's easy, to get into a rut where it feels that your relationship is routine and, quite honestly, boring. That predictability cannot be good in a relationship, although predictability in general can be a good thing because for couples and for an individual, it adds to you feeling comfortable and secure, but also it can work against you. If you allow it to get too routine, it becomes downright boring. Even those folks that do enjoy having things that are predictable, a relationship in a rut, there's nothing worse than that. So what we're going to be talking about today is how to have some fun and spontaneous energy. We're just going to inject it into your relationship. So if you begin to have too much fun, you're going to let me know, okay? But more importantly, what we want to do is feel that our partner is the one person in the world that we always have a good time with, and that we never want to stop having a relationship in which you look at your partner and you say, this is someone that I always have a good time with, and we have such a blast together. This person is someone that I always want to do things with. It reminds me of a quote that John Gottman said a while back, which is, couples that laugh together last together. What that really means is that laughter, play, and fun are such important ingredients in a relationship that's going to last a lifetime. Most long-term couples say that the ability to have joking and humor is really a key to having a happy relationship. What you have to do is really have the ability to lighten up, to just chill out, and to look at times, even serious times. With the election that just happened, this time for some folks is quite serious and overwhelming, and we need to have a sense of humor. My wife and I recently have been talking about the election, and we look for, and one of the things I said to her the other day, which I bet all of you will agree with me, the people that are the most excited about Donald Trump winning the presidency, and he's now the president-elect, are the comedians. Because just take a look at Saturday Night Live alone and what they've done with this election, with the debates, with Alec Baldwin, and how they've really taken this and really found the humor in it. That's what's going to happen over the next 4 years. There's so much joy in the field now of comedians because they know they have all the material that they'll ever need. That laughter is going to be the thing that's going to make the world go round. So couples need to not take yourself too seriously and remember that you're on the same team. And laugh together, love together, and we will be able to, as a couple, really get through whatever the tough times are because we know how to laugh it off and take it together. In my practice, I see couples more often than not when they're struggling and they feel like they're in trouble. Quite often they've forgotten what it was like to just simply have fun and feel the like toward their partner, to see them as a friend, a partner in crime, and as a sidekick in the adventure called life. And what I want us to do today to really begin to look at how you can make your life much more fun with your partner, and really look to your partner as the relief when things are stressful. And my wife and I try to do that as often as we can for each other and try to crack each other up. I want the two of you to begin to remind each other what had you falling in love with each other in the first place. For so many people, when you ask them, what was it about your partner that attracted you? What they typically tell me is their sense of humor, their genuineness, the fact that we have the ability to just have a good time and laugh. And that's really what we're going to be talking about. So let's talk a little bit about keeping it fresh in the relationship, because there's no great secret to keeping it fresh and new. So many couples, though, don't do this, because what it takes is really planning some things, some creativity, and a willingness to try new things. We get caught up in the work and the pressures of life and kids, our jobs, day-to-day routines, and we stop thinking about what we can do to just have fun. We get tunnel vision. We really do. That tunnel vision is about just getting the task done and not enough about getting the job done of keeping each other in stitches and laughing together. When you get so focused on where you are right now, I do that a lot. My wife will tell you that. I have a hard time with this topic because I get caught up in, posting on social media and sending my message of love and connections out, that sometimes I forget that life is about the journey, not the destination. We don't want to forget the most important thing is the two of you are in this together, and you need to keep each other informed and aware how meaningful your partner is to you. We don't want to let the relationship get stale. I like to think of our relationship almost like a third person. And what I've talked with lots of couples about is your relationship has its own self-esteem. And if when you think about your relationship, you think of it as dry, boring, same old, and I can tell you what's going to happen even before I get home. I can tell you exactly every single thing would do. That negativity about the relationship creates that expectation that you have. So stop doing it. What you need to do is begin to say, I'm going to take control of what happens. So instead of coming home and doing the same old thing that you always do, which is if you walk in the door and what you typically do is take your coat off, go sit down, read the paper, watch TV, say hi to the kids. Don't do it that way. Do something different. Come home and grab someone in your home, throw them over your shoulders, and run around the room like a maniac. That unexpected thing that you do will change the tone of the home. When you first met your partner, there were things that attracted you to them, and they to you. Just the thought of them excited you. The touch of their hand, the feel of their kiss. You would stay up hours upon hours just interacting and getting to know one another. Those are the things you need to be doing now. It is so much more important to court your partner today than when you were dating, because what you're courting, what you're doing now, is establishing a relationship, a love, in which you and your partner take on the responsibility of keeping your love life alive. That is very critical. The kind of feeling you want to have every day with your partner is whether you're together one day, a year, 20 years, or 50 years. Keeping the excitement alive is a commitment that you make to yourself because you want both of you to see each other as totally absorbed in keeping your love life exciting and new. And we're not talking sex here. We're talking about keeping the relationship to where you decide that it's up to you to make it happen. And you're not looking to your partner. And guys, we are terrible about this. We want to have a relationship in which we feel that our wives do not control what happens. They are not the social calendar. We're as actively involved. We do as much as they do. We look for fun and things. We look for exciting things. We go out and we say, let's go on a hot air balloon ride. Just for because. Let's go take a hike or run a race. Oh, I was talking to a friend of mine here at work, and one of the things we were talking about is my wife and I love to do the 5K, 10K things. And one of the most fun ones is called Run the Runway, where they shut down the runway on Scottsdale Air Park, and we run the runway. That was so much fun. Now, my wife, as well as I do, look for these things. We go to Arizona Central. We go to Groupon's because we both are taking the responsibility to find things that we can do that will keep the relationship fun. I want to take a little break here, and I want to remind everybody that all the notes and everything that I'm talking about today will be on my show notes. And that one of the things that I love doing, and I'm very excited about, quite honestly, is that my YouTube channel, the Couples Expert YouTube, where I put out my 3 Minutes with Stuart series, have just hit 200 videos consecutively. I have done 200 videos consecutively, one a day, for the last 200 days. And that's pretty cool. And why I share that with you is I want you to please subscribe and like it, because I'm trying to get those videos to be something that people can really get access to, because I want all of you to have that free resource that would allow you to really understand what it takes to have this kind of relationship. It's a quick 3 minutes in the morning, take a peek, and you'll check it out. One of the things in making things fun and alive is really reminding yourself that the little things that you can do really can be big ones. And that's really what we want to do. We want to acknowledge our partners doing the little things that they do and tell them about how meaningful it is to us. And when you do that, when you let your partner know just how much they mean to you, and that the little things that they just do normally really make a difference, it really helps you rediscover your connection. I bring couples back to a time when they first met, and what they do is they begin to talk about the things that attracted them to one another and remind them why they fell in love. For me, one of the first things for my wife and I that made the biggest difference is when my wife did my laundry. It was quite an impressive thing because she does the laundry every week, and that was such a new experience for me. In my past relationships, I didn't have that. I didn't have someone who really took the time and effort to do the laundry every week and making sure that I had clean clothes. Now, what makes that so special isn't her doing the laundry. Because when I turned to my wife and said, "Thank you very much for doing this," she said, "No big deal. I got to do my own laundry." Well, that's just nuts to be thanking me for the laundry. Other things you can thank me for, but not the laundry. And what I did with that is I made sure she knew that that act, that normal act that she does, was so meaningful to me. The meaning that I attached to it was the incredible love that she has for me and wanting to make sure that the things I need to be comfortable and to look good in my office touched me. And I wanted to let her know that and said to her, I will continue to let you know that every single day of our life together, because I won't let any moment go by and not let you know that. We all need to do that. At the same time, it doesn't take the point I'm trying to make is it doesn't take big things to really make a difference. Little things. A Tic Tac case that you find at the checkout stand. Pick one up. Put it in your partner's car before they leave for work, and don't tell them about it. Just put it in there with a little note that says, for you. That little act of doing something, picking out from the checkout stand a 49-cent, 99-cent Tic Tac case, can change the nature of the entire day and have you feeling how much your partner appreciates you and you having the opportunity to tell them that. Little fun surprises that show you've been thinking of them away. Sit together and watch TV together. Going to bed at the same time, which will then allow you to get intimate. That might be a nice change if you have a lot of kids. Making it a point that both of you go to bed, even if your timetables are different. You let your partner know that spending time with them, being intimate with them, sharing, even if it's just watching TV together, that it's so important to you to do that and share that experience with them. Another thing that makes the difference is include your partner in plans, thoughts of your vacation time, thoughts of weekend getaways, letting your partner know that you want your life to not just be the same old, that you think about them all the time. You know, we don't share this piece, and it's really true. I've had couple after couple that this has happened to, where they come into my office and they say to me, Stuart, my partner never thinks about me at all. I never hear from them during the day. And I turned to that partner and I said, do you ever think about your partner? And they say, all the time. I don't know what they're talking about. I said, when's the last time you told them you thought about them? He said, well, I'm stressed at work and this is happening. I get home and then we have all this stuff at home. I said, when you consider your day, when you're at work, how often do you think about your partner? And typically I hear many, many times of the day, I can't wait to get home and see them. And all I want is to be with them. And I think of them. I said, tell them. So often we don't recognize that our partners think about us throughout the day. And that what they are thinking about is the joy and the dreams that you two have had. To spend a life together and share experiences. The more you could share this and tell about your thoughts, tell about how you feel and the things that you consider, the things that you reflect on, all of these things make a big, huge difference. Here's another suggestion for making the little things big things. Flirting and playing together. Stop and kiss your partner as you walk by them. Give them a hug. Show affection. I'm not talking about big personal displays of affection. Just an increase in holding hands. If you have a dog, Take your dog for a walk. Go to a dog park. Go to different places where the two of you can play with my dog Ollie and my wife and I go to a green belt in our neighborhood where all the people bring their dogs, and it's like we make our own dog park. And we take a chuck-it, if you know what that is. Chuck-it is a big stick with a ball, and you throw it, and the dogs go running after it. It is so much fun. It creates laughter and joy. The more you can do, the more you share, the more that you think about the joys in your life and how much your partner is part of that, it really allows you to have a relationship that is really, really fun and exciting. Make each other a priority. I can't stress enough how important this is. For you to feel like you're an important part of your partner's life and that you are the most important thing in their life. That your partner feels that you think about them, as we were talking a moment ago. Show them always in big and little ways just how important they are to you. Get up in the morning and have coffee together. Go out for breakfast. Tell the kids to go and have cereal, and you and your partner go out in your backyard, have a cup of coffee, have an espresso, and just enjoy the sun that's out there. This time of year it might not be so sunny, but really enjoying the time you have together. The time to really create something that makes life meaningful. And that is really allowing you to appreciate that being together, building a life together, is about the love you have, the joy you have with one another, and really making it important that the two of you really feel that your world, your life, is special because they're in it. Life isn't just about having a job or paying the bills. The world's out there to be enjoyed. Things that are in our minds are so daunting sometimes, the pressures of life, that really turn out not to be as important as we make them. The thing that should be the highest priority as you grow older and look back on your lives, I think you're going to find that the thing that's going to matter the most to you is when you can reflect back and say, my life was filled with love, relationships, time together, sharing experiences, developing memories, the memories of me and my partner doing fun things, building a life, going through the steps that are necessary. Sometimes that means some heartache, to make the world feel like I'm not alone, and that the person that I'm sharing my life with is my sidekick. It's really me and them against the world, and nothing's going to pull us apart because we won't allow it, because what we know is that person is the person in the world that cares about you the most, and that the two of you create a life that's filled with love, having fun, joy, sharing experiences, creating experiences, so the two of you really know you're in this world together. And take care. Stay connected to one another. Stay connected to me here on the Couples Expert Podcast. And next week, we're going to have no big surprise. Tune in when the topic is going to be Thanksgiving. I'll be talking about how to take the Thanksgiving holiday as a time to connect with your partners. What we know is holidays can be stressful. They also can be a time to reconnect with people you haven't seen in a while, which also can be stressful. But what you want to do is have you and your partner kick off the holiday season this Thanksgiving with a beginning of having your holiday time be a time of connecting, loving, sharing with your family, and Thanksgiving is really all about love. So take care, stay connected, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.